Hello friends, and welcome to the third episode of the Shoutin Shannon Show. Today I want to share a teaching tip that has been very helpful to me over the years. Costumes. Use them, use them, use them. They are very effective in keeping attention and conveying the message that you're trying to teach. Now when I say costumes, a lot of things come to mind. Things like animal costumes. Now there are a lot of obvious lessons that we could teach with something like this. Daniel in the lion's den, or the devil goes about like a roaring lion. However, it doesn't always have to be a very specific kind of costume. Something as simple as a hat can be all the costume that you need. And here's what I mean by that. Whenever you teach a lesson, pick a volunteer, and whoever they may be, David or Mary or whoever, put a simple little hat on them. How do they know they're David? How do they know they're whatever character they're playing from the Bible? Because they have a hat on. Something as simple as that will gain the attention of the entire class, and you'll have kids clamoring to be the volunteer. Of course, then you can pick the volunteer that has been paying attention the most, and that'll really encourage the kids to be good in class. And the great thing about hats is that they are completely versatile. I once had an astronaut costume, and it was a lot of fun to use. However, it was a very specific kind of costume, not something that was very versatile, but something as simple as a hat. The kids can be anything, whatever Bible character they want to be, they're that because they're wearing a hat. Now there's nothing wrong, of course, with having costumes and hats that are specific to a lesson. Here's one that I really like to use. The enemy comes in to steal, kill, and destroy. But again, it doesn't have to be that specific. You can find lots of hats with these little wireframes on them, and you can bend them into any shape you want. That way, every time you use them, it's a completely different hat. And with a hat like this, you can let the kids have a lot of fun bending it into whatever shape that they want it to be so that they can make their character unique to themselves. One of my earliest memories of children's ministry, in this case Sunday school, was when I was about 5 years old. And for class that day, we were supposed to have puppets, but something didn't quite work out and we couldn't have the puppets. So instead, one of the preachers at that church named Glenn Irvin, and I hope you're watching, had this really great, simple little way of letting the kids know that the kid playing the part was Moses. And he had, the kid was wearing this hoodie, and it was one of those that the hoodie zipped up in the middle. So when it laid down in the back, it laid down flat. And whenever Moses spoke, Brother Irvin just took that little flap and just held it up and said, "Hi, I'm Moses." And so that just made sense to me. I mean, how do I know he's Moses? Because he has a little thing sticking up behind him. And it made Moses a unique character. It was such a simple, wonderful little thing to do. So don't fret when it comes to looking for new and creative ways to teach a lesson, because all you may have to do is grab a hat. And the online marketplace is filled with any hat you can possibly imagine. I hope this will be as helpful to you as it has been for me. Now I'm issuing a challenge to all of you watching. I want to see if you can stump me when it comes to object lessons. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of an object, any object at all, preferably something I can hold, and send a picture of it to objectlessonchallenge@hotmail.com. Now I won't know what that object is. The email will go straight to my wife, and on the Shoutin Shannon Show, she will present that to me on the spot, and I have to come up with at least one object lesson for the object that you send. So you think you can stump me? Send it in again to objectlessonchallenge@hotmail.com. Thank you for joining us here on the Shoutin Shannon Show. Tons of blessings to you all. We'll see you soon.